Can you hear me? Who's ever listening in? Can you hear me? Give me okay. I don't know what the deal was. I had to restart. I didn't have it muted or anything like that, so I don't know. But yeah, um, I got to get some tie wraps. I got to figure out what size my axle nuts are on this bike, and I gotta, I gotta put a wrench in here just for that. But yeah, that could be. Well, my phone's been updated. I got a newer phone now, and it's been updated. So I think sometimes when they do an update, it screws with them, you know. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, right where it says Woken there, I got a thermal, a urethane cover it's on its way. It's gonna go over that and wrap around. It's black, so you won't even see the Wooken, but it'll cover up, protect the battery area a little better. So, and yeah, it's cold outside. I went out and cleaned off the front deck today and shoveled the steps there, and you know, you can see how much snow we got. There's probably 2.5 feet of snow out here right now. Yes, with cooler weather, you want to keep the battery warm. This is actually, if I power up the bike, okay, it's powered up. Uh, I have 55, 54, 55 volts right there. You can see it right there. So it's searching right now because they will do that. But so I got about 55 volts of power to it. So yeah, so right now you can see it's almost 54, and it's lost voltage setting here because it's been sitting for a few days, but 54.9. But it does help it. You see it's set for max speed too. Um, yeah, you can see right there now. But yep. Hey, uh, I think what you should look at, they make trikes, Andy. Seriously, all joking aside, uh, you can set them up just like this. If you get a class two, they already got it, but it's got a hand throttle right here, and they make a trike. Just you got to figure out how to get yourself on and off it. And I imagine that you could put a strap around it, like a seat belt, to hold you on there, and put stirrups where the on the pedals. And they do make some really cool trikes out there, and they got a suspension fork and everything else on them. And some of them under battery only mode, you can go 30 or 40 miles on them. You got a basket on back, and I imagine you could get creative depending on your wheelchair. Is take the basket off and put a place to put your wheelchair on. You know, it's possible that they would have something like that. because they make e-bikes that are trikes, and like I said, they got big. They don't look like your grandpa bike. You know, the old grandpa three-wheeler pedal bike with a big giant basket and the ugly looking thing. They got 20-inch wheels, so they're a little sitting like this, and they do 20 miles an hour maxed out, and you could set it up with hand, you know, so you can throttle it by hand. Just the only issue you got is getting on and off it. And they are a three-wheeler, so it'd be fairly stable platform for you to get on, you know, to use. And yeah, my wife's got a broke her back, and she can walk, thank goodness. But they make them in a folding version too, where they fold up. So you need to go see It's Not a Wheelchair video. A YouTuber, he created these for his wife who's in a wheelchair, and it's a four-wheel thing, and it's geared for people in wheelchairs. One handle flips down, and you can roll up to it, then work yourself on the bike, and it's got stirrups to put your feet in. The handle flips up, and it's rear wheel drive, it's four wheel, and you can ride it, you know, off road or on road, you know, within reason, you know. And but it's called it. They go by they refer to it. It's Not a Wheelchair. If you go to YouTube, you'll see the video on it. Yeah, yeah. Just go check out that. He's a he's a big YouTuber. He designed this bike for his wife. Her name's Cambry. She got hurt, paralyzed, and a horse fell off a horse. But he designed this bike for her, and it's four wheels. It's four wheels. It has a big flat area in the back, which has a lock system where you could actually put. It's geared for people in wheelchairs, and it has like a pickup bed area that you can get for it, where you can set your wheelchair on it and strap it down. You know, you can flip around, grab hold of it, put it around behind you, and just lay it there, and it should be fine. And he's on YouTube. Dude, you just look up It's Not a Wheelchair video. It's a four-wheel drive. It's electric, and the whole bit. So, and it's four wheels. And they've driven them. They've done tests with it. His wife has tested it. She's driven it off road, on road, and everything else. I don't know what the range is with it, but it's got, you know, got a fairly good range. Time I tighten up my seat on here, because I did change out the seat on this bike. But it's electric one, and yeah, it goes by the video. Feel free to check it out whenever you want. It's called "It's Not a Wheelchair," and I think they even got a website, and you can get on it from the would be this side of the bike. They got you disconnect the handle, it flips back. You pull your wheelchair up to it. You pull yourself into the seat, and it's got stirrups up here to put your feet in. Then you can grab the wheelchair, and you kind of reach around behind you and stick it on the back, and then raise the handle up, your steering handles. It use like tank steering, and lock the ball joint back in it. And all your controls are on the handle, your lights, your horn, everything. And it's geared for handicapped people. Yeah, you just I'm trying to think of the guy who created it, but you just do the in your video. It's Not a Wheelchair e-bike, because it's an electric bike, and just do that, and it should bring it up. It's a four wheel. It's two-wheel drive. It's rear wheel drive, but the rear end is kind of locked. So it's like a posi. So in the average, you could take it on hiking trails or, gravel roads or whatever you want to do with it. And the whole bit. And it has a big flatbed area in the back where you could, I'm sure that I haven't looked at all the accessories, but they got a thing they can put there because I understand it. They got it where you can set up where you can put a unit on there to set your wheelchair in the back. That way you can take your wheelchair with you. So, yep. But this is going to get, like I say, I'm putting a urethane cover. It's going to cover the battery area here because this is the battery right here. It's 55-volt battery. You got a lock right here to take it out. But I'm putting a cover around here, and it's actually it'll waterproof it too because all your electronics are down in here, are sitting in this area. So if you hose this thing off and you're not careful, you can get water in here and it gets on your sensors. So you kind of want to, I'm just going to put that on there. Yep. Yeah. I don't know the cost. I don't have an idea on the cost, but I look at this way, Andy. If you're in a wheelchair, it gets you outside. It's worth it to you, right? It's worth to do something that you haven't been able to do. You can get that thing, and get somebody to help you assemble it. It doesn't take that long. And you could, if your wife has a bike, she could ride her bike and you can get this. And it's something you guys can do as a family again. And, and it's something to look at. And they've done extensive testing on these bikes too. I call them a bike, but they've done extensive testing on them because the guy who designed it, his wife's in a wheelchair. Her name is Cambry. And if he wouldn't put something out there if he didn't feel it was worth it. So, you know, the expense, yeah, you got the expense of buying it, but you'll get years and years of enjoyment. You'll get you out of the house. And plus it'll give you an outlet for your channel. You could do like I do, put cameras on it and all your stuff, and you could highlight what you're going through in life and your in this bike and do your whole channel around that. And eventually, because people, I follow a guy, his name is Bruce Cook. He rides a Jeep and he's in a wheelchair and he actually bought one. If you go to his channel, his name is Bruce Cook. You look it up. He just got he actually bought three of them, and he does some riding testing with them too. So yeah, it's priceless to you. I mean, it would get you out of the house. You go out and do stuff that you haven't done in ages. And I'm assuming you got a wife, and she's got a bike. She could ride with you. And they do. I think they're not fast. I don't know, maybe 12, 14 miles an hour, but that's fast enough, ain't it? And you could take it, you could break, like where I live at here, you could take it up here and you could run all these roads around my house with no trouble with it, and stuff like that. So it it's beyond it's they are priceless. And anybody else listening in, it's called it's not a wheelchair or something like that. So hello, Brett. Yeah, and Andy, you look at it for your mental well-being. It'd be something to do. It'd give you rather than saying, I can't do something, I can't do this, you'd say, let's get this thing out. Let's go for a tool around the neighborhood or whatever. And it gets you outside. And there's people I guess have bought it that aren't in wheelchairs that just think they're cool and just want to ride around in them. So it's geared for the wheelchair community, but it's something that anybody could use. Say your wife, you tell your wife, here, go try it, go take it for a ride and try it out. And it's possible she may say, yeah, it's cool, and you end up getting a pair of them, and they'll fit in a back of a pickup. It's fairly easy transportable. Maybe not for you to load it and unload it, but they're not that heavy either. So, and they make all kinds of things that go on the back as far as a flatbed. And that way you could lay your wheelchair up on there and put a strap across it, and just go go out and have fun. Not and it'll open the whole world up to you. Get you out of the house. Get you out doing stuff. So, you got the expense of getting it, but I guarantee you once you get it, you'll say, why didn't I do this before? And it's four wheels. And his wife drove it, with the Hollywood Hills sign. They're from, I think, Utah area, but they went out there and she drove it on the trails all the way to the top to the Hollywood Hills sign. And he followed her on his mountain bike, and she made it up there and up there and up. They did it in the wintertime too. There was snow on the ground, and she went up and back with it. So, yep. Yeah, hello, Brett. I had to restart because I don't know, my sound went away. I don't know why it did, but it did. So, yep, Andy, uh, look into them. I don't do commissions or anything like that, but I'm all about trying to help people out. And, you can't say, we get something like that, you can't say, I can't do it now. You say, tell your wife, I'm going for a bike ride. It's not a wheelchair ride. And, you know, you can get on there. Your wife could put your wheelchair on back for you and strap it down. So you get on her bike and you guys could go ride to the park or something, so I think they got, I don't know, 40 mile range, something like that. I think they have options too. I think you can even get dual batteries, which would double your range. So, yep. Sometime I gotta get brave. I'm gonna open this up and get to the electronics in it and see what the connectors are. See if they got the balance doubler up, so I could always put a second battery on it. But yeah, new to my channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Future updates would be awesome. It's awesome. I get that from that saying from he's be a super good friend of mine and everybody on YouTube, and Brett even knows his name was Murad. He died of COVID, but that was his thing. He said it's awesome, it's awesome. So that's all in his honor. I don't steal it. That's something that he always come up with, and he was a great guy. COVID took him, so but yeah, he's been gone. I think 3 4 years now. So, but yep, guys. I don't know if Andy's still here or not, but Brett's here. I got some other people watching, but they're not commenting. Yep. Yeah, Andy, if you can do it. If you do it, let me know. I have an email account. It's at the top of my screen, Andy. If you decide you want to do it, just email me. And I'll give you my personal information. Get hold of me. And I just don't want to put it out on here, but then you can get a hold of me and let me know. I think it'd be cool for you. But yeah, we got 3 thumbs up. I usually on here about 30 minutes. Not much going on. out here. In case everybody wonders, I still have it. There's my Ranger. There's my Ranger. All my RC cars are, there's my truck. All my RC cars are put away for the winter. You'll see a cord run my truck. If you look in here, it looks like Knight Rider. Yes, I got a battery tender on it. I plugged in through the winter. The car I don't worry as much about because it gets driven. The truck doesn't get driven in wintertime. And that bike up there is for sale. I got it on Facebook Marketplace right now. Right there it is. That is a showroom condition 1992 GT RTS 3. And them are the original rims, sprockets, derailleur, crank arms. The pedals have changed. The wheels have changed, of course, but I do have the original handlebars for it. I have the original seat, which the original seat for it, believe it or not, is over here. It was a Vetta Tri-Shock. Right here it is. That was the original seat come on that bike. Right there. And yeah, this is all the bike stuff. These are the forks that were on that fat bike, the original ones. To replace these because of this. See how they bend? Watch up here, you'll see it. See how this side's bending back. This side doesn't do that. So there's something wrong with it. So they gave me a new fork for it. Yep. All I know is it's cold out there. Oh, this area is heated. I got a heater right there, 220-volt heater, and it heats this breezeway up really nice. So, but, yep. I suppose. I think Andy has left me because he had some things to do. So, I'm gonna be backing out of here, guys, and go inside and get warmed up, and look out the cold weather through the thing. So if Andy, if you're still here, just remember that if you decide you want to do something like that, show it to your wife. I mean, it get you outside. You could put if you're riding with her and you didn't want to take your chair, you could put some thing on the back and go for a ride and just have some fun. So, but all righty, guys, I'm gonna back on out of here for now. And for me and my family, I wish you all have a great day and goodbye and God bless. And I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for coming back, Brett. Nice to see Andy and everybody else. So, Brett, if you decide you want to get modded, let me know. And you don't necessarily have to do any mod duties. Just it makes you stand out when you come to my live stream. So, but thanks for coming in, and I'll see everybody later. Goodbye and God bless for now, and I'll catch y'all later.